Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Seeing Diddy Coles has forever been at the focal point of the music business. However, it seems like this time he's making titles for every one of some unacceptable reasons. Envision losing an incredible $100 million in a legal dispute, and not in any event, irritating to appear at. Safeguard yourself. That is precisely what befell Diddy. He's simply been hit with a gigantic default judgment, subsequent to neglecting to challenge a wrongdoing claim, including improper way of behaving. Yet, how did things get this terrible, and for what reason didn't he indeed even attempt to battle it? We should jump profound into this most recent legitimate show encompassing the music investor and unwind the muddled subtleties. New at 5, the legitimate difficulties go on for Diddy Coles this evening after an appointed authority requested the music tycoon to pay $100 million to a Michigan man who says that he was attacked by Coles in '97, as indicated by court reports. Derek Cardello Smith says Coles then attacked him during an all-nighter at a vacation hotel in Detroit. However, Coles never answered the claim in court. The stranger appeared unexpectedly. Diddy Coles, one of the greatest names in the music business, just lost a legal dispute that saw a Michigan judge request him to pay $100 million. Yes, you heard that right, $100 million, and the perusing a man named Derek Lee Cardello Smith charged Diddy of accomplishing something genuinely surprising. He guaranteed that Diddy attacked him at a party way back in 1997, and obviously this episode was harming to such an extent that Cardello Smith at last chose to take lawful activity. However, here's where it gets truly intriguing. Diddy didn't even appear to protect himself in court. We should be genuine when somebody neglects to protect themselves in a lawful case. It raises eyebrows. For what reason wouldn't he, with all his assets and top-level legitimate group, set up a battle after the entirety of dislike? $100 million is pocket change in any event. For a person of his height, she said it then turned out to be the open door to either make some noise about the injury she's experienced and she'll be recuperating from until the end of her life, or just sort of stay quiet. So she decided to make some noise, well, as per Diddy's lawyer. Imprint Agnafilo. The entire thing is an extortion. Agnafilo has emerged swinging, saying that his client doesn't indeed even realize the informer truth. Be told he's going such a long way as to call Cardello Smith's claims extortion on the court, and he's made obviously they intend to have this judgment excused, yet for the time being, the judgment stands then. The web is humming about what might have prompted this gigantic legitimate misfortune. So who precisely is Derek Lee Cardello Smith? And for what reason is his story causing disturbances currently? Well, Cardello Smith is no more unusual to the overall set of laws. He's right now imprisoned and has a long history of recording claims. Is he controlling? Yes, he is. Will he put his hands on a female? Yes, he will. Would he put his hands on a mail maker? Anything. Yes, he will. Yet don't let that fool you into thinking his cases can be forgotten about. He's figured out how to educate himself on criminal and common regulation while in jail, which could make sense of how he figured out how to get this eye-popping judgment. Cardello Smith guarantees that he met Diddy while working in the eatery and accommodation scene. Detroit in the last part of the 90 essays per him, the two ran into each other at a wild party in 1997, where things purportedly took a dull turn. And however, we've likewise heard that there's some mysterious claim going on in New York City as it connects with Diddy to, I don't know. Cardello Smith's variant of occasions is loaded up with upsetting subtleties. He expresses that later meeting Diddy at the party he was given something to drink which left him feeling weakened. What occurred straight away as Pete R. Cardello Smith is the stuff of bad dreams. He says he awakened hours later to find Diddy associated with unseemly way of behaving, and the episode left him damaged for quite a long time. Quick forward years, and presently Cardello Smith is in jail, yet that didn't prevent him from looking for equity in the court. He even created proof that connected Diddy to his cases, counting a jail appearance log showing that Diddy had visited him while he was secured, and on the off chance that he's permitted to proceed with any of the business, I will not have the option to recover any of my monies or anything from him because of any conceivable judgment in this activity, on the off chance that he's permitted to continue with it, and a directive or controlling request would assist with guaranteeing that he's not controlling and offering the property to stay away from the case, arrived at a defining moment prior this year when Cardello Smith affirmed that Diddy attempted to offer him a powerful aid. Greg ate $2.3 million to drop the claim and continue on. However, Cardello Smith wasn't having any of it. He apparently told Diddy, "I can't help contradicting how you get down to denying the settlement offer, and very much appreciate that the case pushed ahead with the adjudicator in the long run, giving a limiting request to prevent Diddy from selling any resources that could possibly be utilized to pay harms to Cardello Smith." Then came the second that stunned everybody. Diddy didn't appear for the virtual trial on September 9. This is the end of the Diddy story. As far as we might be concerned, his non-appearance drove the appointed authority to decide for Cardello Smith as a matter of Diddy story. As far as we might be concerned, his non-appearance drove the appointed authority to decide for Cardello Smith as a matter of course, granting him the faltering $100 million in punitive fees. Currently, assuming you're asking why Diddy would disregard something this immense, you're not alone. Many are guessing that Diddy, what's more, his legitimate group, could have an arrangement to claim the judgment and get it thrown out, yet at this point, the default judgment stands. I think in industry talk, there's a part of individuals who you realize who have worked for him. There's been stories around, which is, not really uncommon, yet here's where things settle. The score more confounded Cardello Smith has a bright lawful history. He's known for being a persevering defendant and has documented various claims during his time in jail. As a matter of fact, he's pursued some really strong figures, previously counting the Roman Catholic Curve Dios of Detroit. Cardello Smith asserts that he was manhandled by ministers and a lay representative from the Curve Das between the late workers from the Curves, between the late 1970s and the mid-90s. While some could scrutinize his intentions, there's no rejecting that this person knows his direction around the overall set of laws, and that is reasonable why he had the option to get such a gigantic judgment against Diddy. That is not the issue. The issue is that it appears as though he needs to apply power and predominance over individuals who now, as though this weren't sufficiently, all this most recent argument against Diddy is simply one of numerous that have surfaced in later years. The music magnate has been hit with numerous misfortune suits, each asserting some sort of improper conduct. I'm close to 100% sure he will be prosecuted since the vast majority of excellent juries finished arraignments. I let you know he was going. He was. He has a few issues coming only a couple of months prior. Diddy, truth be told, confronted one more serious allegation from artist Kizzy Ventura, who was once his sweetheart. Kizzy documented a claim asserting that Diddy had abused her during their relationship, which she says was loaded up with physical and close-to-home hurt. The case was settled nearly quickly, with Diddy purportedly paying an undisclosed sum to make it disappear. However, while the settlement could have shut that section, it's left a great deal of individuals contemplating whether these allegations against Daddy are essential for a bigger example today. All general social media pages. Cassie battled a claim in New York City against Diddy. She's guaranteeing she was caught in a decades-long pattern of misuse, and it doesn't stop there. Diddy has additionally been managing government examinations concerning different parts of his life, including an illegal exploitation test in spring. Government specialists assaulted his properties in Los Angeles and Miami, holding on to proof as a feature of a continuous examination. While Diddy hasn't been officially accused of any wrongdoings, these attacks sent shockwaves through the media outlet, and presently, with this gigantic court judgment looming over his head, it appears as though D's legitimate difficulties are a long way from being done. The branch of country security directing a strike at a house in Home Field, Slopes accepted to be associated with Shay Combs. It appears that Diddy's fallout of favor is occurring quicker than anybody might have anticipated. Losing a $100 million legal dispute is terrible enough. Yet consider the possibility that this is only the start of the end for him. This is in the question of Derek Cardello Smith, MDO, see number 2679 versus Sean Coles Shay Puff. Daddy comes otherwise called Sean P. Diddy, too known as Diddy Terrible Kid Records name proprietor tales are twirling that this most recent lawful blow may be the last nail in the casket for Diddy's realm. Individuals are asking, is this the occasion at the point when one of music's generally strong figures at last faces the outcome? As activities, and we should be straightforward, it's not looking really great for him. Specialists are as of now expressing that things could deteriorate. Some are, in any event, anticipating that Diddy may be confronting a capture soon, and contingent upon how profound his lawful difficulties go, there's an undeniable opportunity he could use whatever might remain of his life in jail. Consider it, this isn't only one case. This is important for a lot greater tempest over the years. There's been a developing rundown of allegations and claims focusing on Diddy also. This $100 million judgment could set the stage for different informers to step forward, and in this claim he asserts that basically P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry. We should confront it. We live in our current reality, where when one case breaks open, a surge of others frequently follows different casualties, could see this enormous payout as a precedent. And in a little while, Diddy could end up fighting even more legitimate cases. Might you at any point envision what that would do to his standing, to his funds? And discussing funds, the reports are flying that Diddy's once rock-strong business. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.